out
So
tonight.
it's rare, but you know what I think the true value, or one of the values I hope will come from this day is the number of people who are here who are supporting the Jets' direction. I mean, in the back of my mind, I truly hope that this kind of support can carry over to the other paths in this province, particularly the arts, the theater, the dance world. I mean, it's we are not just a sports town. I hope. I mean, that's why I live here, because there are so many wonderful sides to this to this city, to this province.
You're absolutely
It's not a political
right.
speech. It's just I want this kind of energy to carry through to the rest of the activity.
You are absolutely
Right,
right.
Ed? You got it, buddy.
It makes you realize the passion that is in this city and in this province when something like this happens.
Yeah.
That we are a very caring people, and this is a great place to live. And if I sound like a homer, it's because I had moved away from here and came back for the same reason that you have just cited. There are just so many wonderful things. We're very lucky.
Al and I have traveled extensively all over this planet,
So we're always moving away and coming back.
so we do know the value of this place.
Now we have lots of wonderful entertainment coming up through the evening. We're
I
very
have to
much
go
looking
introduce
forward to
one,
it.
some of them.
So we're going to let you run.
You leave
Thank
it
you
too?
very much.
We can't leave her all
right,
alone.
we're going to head back to the stage. We'll
Okay,
find
we'll
out.
leave you all alone here.
Thank you very much. That's excellent. It's a free-form act here, folks. We have thousands of people in this crowd and very exciting atmosphere. If you can't be here, we're giving you the next best thing. Stick around. And if you can't make a cash donation here, please look at the number on your screen. You can go through credit card.
And Toronto can stick that in their ear. And I'll never work in that town again.
You haven't worked there yet, Stan. Sorry. Sorry.
And I don't care.
I
I'm
like
happy
that
here.
attitude. I like that attitude. Folks, join me in congratulating Stan Kubicek. He and his lovely wife had a baby boy over the weekend.
Well, Peter, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You know, you and I have known each other a long time. I grew up in Windsor Park here in Winnipeg, and I played hockey my whole life. Not that good, I might add, but
I've seen you play.
still try and lace the blades up occasionally. And our city without the Jets is just unconscionable. I can't imagine what our city would be like without the Winnipeg Jets hockey team in this city, especially when you have young kids at home. I got a 2.5-year-old boy now, and as you say, we just had our second boy last week. And when the news was released, I guess about 3 weeks ago, that we were going to lose the team, I was moved to go home that night and sort of grab my boy and talk to my wife and start thinking about, well, my guy can't go to Winnipeg Jets hockey games. I mean, that just doesn't seem right somehow. It's like
You got
a piece,
that right.
piece was taken away from us. But Winnipeg is not going to let that happen. There's no question in my mind that Thursday at noon, that team's going to stay here. That's what I think.
I'm glad to hear that. As you mentioned, the future of the Jets in Winnipeg rests with our young people, and what a tribute when you look out over this sea of humanity to see all the adolescent and younger faces that have joined us tonight.
It's unbelievable. I mean, that's our future. You know, you and I have done a lot of charity work over the years, and for the most part, it's for our kids and for the children of Manitoba. And if there is some other better reason why we shouldn't do this than for the kids in our future, I don't know what it is. I believe that's what it is. So.
Well, you know, Stan, as he mentioned, grew up in Winnipeg. I had the good fortune to move to Winnipeg 21 years ago and basically grew up with the Winnipeg Jets here. Have many fond memories of both the WHA and NHL Jets. In fact, we'll have a couple of the WHA Jets joining us a little bit later. But one of the things that we have to point out is the fact that, as we said, Stan is a true Winnipegger. He is, of course, by his name of that pierogi halapshi.
Slavic boy! A Slavic boy right here. Right here.
But when I came from another part of the country here, one of the first amazing events that I found out that they stage in Manitoba, that they stage nowhere else in Canada, or for that matter, as far as I know, the world, and that's an event called a social. And wouldn't you know, there's going to be a huge social tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Peter, Winnipeg Convention Center. Doors open at 7. It's $100 to get in. It's a continued support of keeping the team in Manitoba, keeping it in Winnipeg. Tomorrow night, Winnipeg Convention Center, 7 o'clock. It is a social, only the way Winnipeg can throw a social tomorrow night.
Thank you, Stan. Would you hold that piece of paper for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And just so that you know that any of you who do manage to get to the social tomorrow night, Mark Olson and his gang that are putting that up have got right now over $27,000 in prizes to give away tomorrow night. I've got to read a couple of them to you that I think are quite impressive. For example, some lucky fan tomorrow night will win 2 tickets anywhere in Canada via Air Canada. Some lucky fan will win 2 tickets on Air Canada to the next Jets game in Chicago. And some lucky fan will win 2 trips to Asia, thanks to our friends at Northwest Airlines in Minneapolis. Folks, we have another lost parent with the parent is waiting in the hospitality tent, but if someone discovers a child by the name of Hilda B, or Hilda hears this, your mom's waiting over in the tent to the right of our stage. We'd like to bring on the stage right now a good friend of Stan and mine, who played a lot of hockey with us throughout the years, a lot of charity functions. This guy has done so much work with the Winnipeg Jets over the years in composing songs for them to use, in speaking, in using his television show as a way of trying to help influence people to not only attend Jet games, but to be honored to wear a Jet jersey when they walk the streets of Winnipeg. And we'd like to, first of all, before he performs, ask him to come forward and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Gregorish. You and I go back to the WHA days when I first moved here. We used to go watch, who was that guy? The guy with the blonde hair like yours.
Hi, I'm Bobby Hull.
That's the guy, yeah. And Ulf Vanders and all those guys.
Boy, that was
some great days.
It was great days, you know, and we're all here rallying to save the Jets. And, you know, I think the team's going to stay here. But, you know, let's face it, whatever happens, I don't want to hear anybody say, you know, we give up. Because if you remember those days, you all made it happen again. I remember one time when they wouldn't let us in, you know, the big league, and we said, with the NH, you know what? And we made it happen anyway, right?
Right on.
So, if we have to do it all over again, I think we'll do it all over again anyway, right?
All right.
But we're not going to have to.
Thank you, Joey.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'd like to thank my friend Stan Kubicek for coming up once again. Stan, I know you took time off from a very busy night,
Peter,
but you wouldn't not be here tonight.
Peter, this is Winnipeg. It's my home. I've grown up here. These people are kind enough to let guys like us make a living and support us and all the things that they do, and we try to make that reciprocal, and I'm just happy to be a small part of it today, and you guys are terrific. We're all in this together, and way to go. We're going to keep the Jets in Winnipeg.
Stan Kubicek.
Thank you.
And we'd also now like to turn the microphone over to Joey Gregorish.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Peter. Somebody said this afternoon, any big name's going to be here tonight. Well, there just may be a little bit later on, but I'll tell you what, there sure are a lot of big hearts here tonight, wouldn't you think? Right there. Right on the sleeve. You know, I heard, now just a rumor, and I've been doing a little work, I heard that if we kind of combine the national anthems, we have a real good chance of keeping the Jets here. And I volunteered to fly wherever the Jets are to sing a combined national anthem. You remember that guy in Las Vegas that kind of did our anthem, right? Remember that guy? Well, he wasn't really that far off, and I figure with just a little tweak, a new national anthem might just keep the Jets in the city. And it might go something like this. Oh, by the way, maybe everybody stand up and put your hand on your wallet, because that's important. Okay, put your hand on your wallet. And I will sing for you the new national anthem that just may say, didn't that look great? A whole bunch of people out there with their hand on their butt. Right? And it might go something like this.